Shalom. I want to start by giving all praise to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Kakadash, double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone for teaching scriptures, among other things, and salutations to all the Akim across the earth who doing this work in sincerity and truth, and shalom to the sincere brothers and sisters who are at home watching the videos and do the best to please Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai. So this is an article that I want to dive into, but it doesn't translate, but this talks about a robot that some company from China made that can make a flip to the side, and I'm gonna play the clip later. So the Chinese company Unitree, so they made it, they made this humanoid robot G1. So uh So on YouTube it shows how he makes a flip, and I'm gonna play it in a moment. Uh, and this robot last year, it was able to make a backflip, and that's some crazy stuff. And that also shows you the technology that China is on. You got to keep in mind that Taiwan is not afraid for nothing, because until today, America basically couldn't do nothing against China. They had like a practice, army with the army, and as a practice, they surrounded Taiwan. They had Taiwan boxed in, and Taiwan. They were talking about that they were using fine artillery, but yeah, that's not proven. But basically, they already showed like, okay, there's nothing that y'all could do. They had certain ships with walking bridges on it, and all kind of technology. Because don't forget, China, same like Russia, those were countries that weren't not involved in war for a long time. So they had all this time. They had all this time to basically to develop their stuff. Meanwhile, America has been in war ever since they set foot, yeah, in that country. And they been fighting, all kinds of wars and all that. So yeah, they not really that also not that strong anymore. They basically gassed up. So yeah, and this Roman human droid, it used to make like a year ago. It did an how you say that, a backflip, and they are um, teaching the human droid all kinds of stuff, which also reminds me of that movie from Will Smith, iRobot. How they eventually turned against the people. And there's also another movie which is also good, to show is it Annabelle? No, it's not Annabelle. Or is it about Annabelle? I forgot it, man. It's about so-called doll also with the AI technology. It was on Netflix. Forgot the name of it, man. Nah, can't get on the name of it. It's not Annabelle, but nah. But that's also shows you actually how this AI, because this AI, this thing, it will update himself, and robots like this, uh, they show us, that they are basically getting ready, because don't forget those elites, they know who we are, and with we, I mean the so-called Negros, Latinos, and the so-called Indianos, and those that go back to those people by the house of their father, they know that. I say that who we are, those elites, they know it. So they creating all kinds of weapons basically to fight us, and these things like this, like these robots and all that, showing us that I say that we really need that new body, because with this body, we wouldn't stand a chance. We wouldn't last like 2 minutes, So let me see. But this robot is also small, right? So they say that the robot is like 1.3 meters high and only weighs about 35 kilos. You got a depth camera, and a 360 wide angle, so he can basically show everything. And this robot can walk and run at a speed of to 7.2 kilometers an hour. And this is what China talks about, that company Unitree. They see a great future for the G1 and those who follow him, to help in the, basically, to keep the house clean, to uh, save people, all kinds of things. That's and that's what they do. They lure people into, oh, it's great, it's convenient and all that, and before you know it, you mess yourself up. Let me just show the clip. You see that? So those are things that ESO is already creating, and you got to keep in mind, before it comes to the, in the open, they already there. You should keep in mind that they're already a step further. So yeah, man. Let me see. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 40, verse 28. Hast thou not known, hast thou not heard, that the everlasting power, Yahweh, the creator of the ends of the earth, fainteth not, neither is he weary. There is no searching of his understanding. He giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might he increaseth strength. Even the soul, even the souls, even the youth shall faint and be weary, and young men shall utterly fall. But they that wait upon Yahweh shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. So it's not talking about that we're gonna have wings, but they said we shall mount up with wings like an eagle. Basically, we're gonna fly. They shall mount up their wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall wake and they shall walk and not faint. And like I said, you got these dogs, they got all kinds of crazy human droids. So yeah, we how do you say that? Like I said, it reminds me of that movie iRobot. Eventually, they turned against the people. And that's probably also what gonna happen. They're gonna use that to hunt on Jake, on the Jacob descendants. What you gonna do? Robot, he won't get tired. But yeah, man, this is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 51. Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. Yeah, because, some of us, some of the elect gonna be beheaded for the, I said, for the name of Yahweh Ba'Sham Yahushai. And there are also others that not gonna taste faith, and just gonna be beamed up. We don't know what a lot is. Yahweh Ratazah, we part of that number. That's what really counts. So let me see. This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 51. Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. In the moment, in the twinkling of an eye, even of an eye, at the last trump. I'm going to read that verse again. I kind of butcher it. This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 52. In the moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the deaf shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. Yeah. For this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. So when this corruptible shall have put on incorruption, and this mortal shall have put on immortality, then shall be brought to the pass the saying that is written, death is swallowed up in victory. Yeah, man. And Yahushua did that. He went on the cross, gave up the ghost, and came back. So yeah, man, basically that, so just wanted to do a short, and showing you basically also the times that we are in, they keep on developing, and yeah, that's what it is, man. So yeah, man, with that, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham Kakadash, double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone for teaching the scriptures, among other things, and salutations to all your Akim across the earth who doing this work in sincerity and truth, and shalom to the sincere brothers and sisters who are at home watching the videos and do the best to please Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahweh Shai. So yeah, man, so with that, I'm gonna say shalom.